Everywhere you look online right now, data protection businesses are being pitched as a loophole, a way to build an effortless, untouchable stream of passive income. The appeal is obvious. While traditional markets fluctuate, high net worth clients and businesses are actively seeking out digital privacy. It is an urgent, highly retained service. However, the current hype often masks a critical distinction in operations. It treats a manual mail shredding operation and a complex fintech application as though they require the same level of oversight. Bundling vastly different operations into one generic privacy bucket is dangerous for anyone just starting out. You risk sinking your entire budget into a software model when you lack the technical infrastructure to sustain it. Viability in this sector depends on matching the specific operational reality of a system to the resources you have available right now. Every privacy business requires a central trade-off. You are either going to pay with upfront capital or you are going to pay with an ongoing operational grind. To see what these businesses actually demand, we need to map them out based strictly on required risk and scalability. Down in the bottom right, you have low capital models. These require physical labor, inventory management, or relentless daily marketing to survive. Up in the top left, you have high capital models. You spend thousands of dollars upfront on development to buy true software scalability, but you carry severe technical risk. We are stripping away the passive income buzzwords to map exactly what the 5 most popular privacy businesses cost in time, money, and liability. The hustler track is a category for those who have a surplus of time but limited startup capital. The first model here is the encrypted virtual mailbox. You provide wealthy clients and crypto investors with a premium, secure, physical address to keep their actual homes off public databases. The actual input to start this is entirely physical. You have to lease a local commercial space or partner with a mail center, buy a commercial scanner, and hire trusted administrative staff to handle the paper. The primary benefit is the retention rate. Once a business routes their bank accounts and LLCs to your address, the friction of changing that address makes them a long-term subscriber. But the trade-off is heavy. You or the staff you manage are tied to the physical, manual operation of receiving, scanning, and shredding paper. The second hustler model is the Faraday e-commerce brand. You sell physical off switches, sleeves lined with military-grade fabric that block GPS and cellular signals. Your inputs require fronting a few $100s for overseas inventory and eventually setting up outsourced shipping logistics through a third-party warehouse. The trap of the Faraday model is its reliance on attention. You are dependent on relentless, organic social media content to drive sales. If you stop posting clips, your revenue drops instantly. Moving up the matrix, we hit the B2B networker track. This is designed for operators who possess strong sales skills but lack a coding background. Here, we find the privacy-first analytics model. You sell a cookieless tracking script to mid-sized e-commerce brands who face potential fines for GDPR compliance issues. This track also includes the data vault model, providing secure, encrypted server nodes to independent contractors and legal consultants who handle sensitive client files. Both models share the exact same technical input. You lease zero-knowledge server space from a wholesale provider and use existing no-code software to brand the service as your own. The financial upside here is highly significant. Since you are reselling digital space and automated software, your primary overhead is often a small wholesale server lease, meaning the majority of your subscription revenue stays in the business. However, the daily operational requirement is grueling. To get clients, you must infiltrate private B2B communities, Discord servers, and forums to conduct direct, cold sales pitches. Your success relies on your ability to overcome a high-friction sales cycle. You have to convince high-ticket professionals to trust your brand with their most critical data. The final tier is the capital optimizer track. This is for individuals with significant funds who want a truly automated mass-market asset. The business model here is the Burner virtual card app. You provide an interface where everyday consumers can instantly generate disposable, one-time-use credit card numbers to effectively protect themselves from online fraud. The entry cost is steep. You spend $3,000 to $5,000 up front hiring developers to integrate Fintech APIs into a working web app. The benefit of fronting that cash is true software leverage. The backend API handles the processing and security, meaning this model scales with almost no manual onboarding or physical intervention. The underlying risk is technical debt. You are at the mercy of banking infrastructure. If the API connection breaks, or if consumer compliance laws change, your entire investment can be compromised overnight. Let's address the marketing claims. The idea of immediate, untouchable wealth is often overstated. Whether you are leasing office space, grinding out cold emails, or managing developer teams, every model requires you to build a complex operational machine before it can generate a return. Sustainable revenue in this sector is a consequence of unglamorous effort. It is not a hack. To avoid failure in your first few months, you must prioritize your actual personal constraints over the highest hypothetical revenue numbers. To choose your path, you have to identify your primary competitive advantage. If you are time-rich but capital-poor, you have to accept physical operations. Your path is the virtual mailbox or building the Faraday e-commerce brand. If your strength is networking but you have no technical background, lean into high-margin software reselling. Pursue the analytics script or the data vault model. And if you have high capital and demand hands-off scale, you must take on the technical risk of developing the burner card app. Choose the model that matches the resources you possess right now. Building a stable, long-term business relies on you being a capable operator for the specific system you choose to build.